There we go, little ones. There we go. I'm about to get more on you, Gerry. Hey. Oh, sorry, Fifi. Did I tickle you? I'm sorry, my love. Good morning, Anhole. They are little babies. Fifi, can I steal some fluff whilst you're distracted? Thank you. Thank you. Palin, thank you very much for the 35 months. How you doing? How's it going? Good morning, Genius. Good morning, Chef. I slept poorly because I think the neighbours on both sides have both decided to get up early this morning and start doing work on their houses. So I've been in that sort of like drifted in and out type sleep, and I'm just like, oh, oh. Anna, thank you very much for the 43 months. Thank you. And Rob, thank you very much for the 40 months. And tier 2, that's 80 years. 80 years. Good morning, Carl. Good morning, Kaino and Thomas and Lily and Ayongus and Zara. Hang on, I can get you more. I can get you the more of them. There we go. So yeah, I've got Thrash Metal playing as well, and that makes it feel more hectic. Oh my gosh, that bond tapping away. Morning, Boba. Maxwell, thank you very much for the 22 months, and Zara, thank you very much for the 37 months. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Can we go back to the 70s where you could get a job by walking up to a business owner, grabbing their hand and giving them a firm shake? I mean, that's how I got my first job in the early thousands. So maybe it will still work. Never know. Morning, John. Good morning, David. Rowdy, thank you very much for the 34 months. Good morning. How we do? I am okay, thank you. I'm just a snoozy little guy. I feel like sorry, Gerry, I didn't mean to hit you in the little face. And Turkey, thank you very much for the 9 months. Good morning, baby carrot hype. Also, hang on, David, was it you that was feeling not too good the other day? Are you feeling better, or am I mistaking? Am I for gore? Good morning, Sapphire. How's the wrist? My wrist is doing okay, thankfully. I think I've rested it just enough that it is it's behaving. As long as I don't do anything like play Hades for 10 hours. Hopefully I've managed to avoid the worst of it. But I did buy a phone stand and I did buy a wrist rest. So or like a wrist support thing. So yeah, fingers crossed. It's behaved itself. But annoyingly the other one started going as well because I was resting the right one. The left one started to go and I was like, oh, I'm gonna end up not being able to use either of my hands, and I've got a lot of stuff to do this week. So Rob, good morning. I hope you have a lovely day with Charlie. No, I got the right support this time. So now I do have one for each if needed. I've had a rough few weeks, but doing better. Had a weekend away in London and didn't get ill. Oh, that is good. Well avoided. Well avoided. I grilled a toasty and I got so tired I didn't eat it. Oh no. Yeah, when I got my first ever job working in a shop, because my dad literally like marched into the shop and just said, like, will you employ my daughter? And the man was just like, why, yes, I will. And then they shook hands, and then that was it. And then and then I worked there and I hated it, and that inspired me to get my second job, which I liked. So I just had to be in a terrible job to give me the dedication. Because my dad was like, "You're 16 now, you should have a job." And that was it. He got me one. And he was working with this really... he wasn't that bad. He was just very old-fashioned. The man I used to work for, he refused to employ men because he thought women should work for him. He was that kind of person. So he wasn't. He thought you had, if you have a shop, you have a Saturday girl. You don't have a Saturday boy. You have a Saturday girl. So yeah, it was just stuff like that. And yeah, he was an odd one. So I went to work instead. Thank you for the follow, by the way. I got a job at a music shop instead. And which was a bit of luck, to be honest, that I got a job there. Because it turned out that one of the people who worked in the music shop, he was so stoned that he thought we were friends. He thought he'd known me for years. And he was like, "Yeah, of course you can have an interview. Come on in." And I was just like, "Thanks, long-standing friend of many years." And then I got the job. But he would tell me, about the times that we'd gone to Reading Festival together and all of this stuff. And I was just like, you do realise we had never met before this day. We are really good friends now. But before that, no idea. So that was my second job. But the funny thing about that was I then worked with a guy from my school who, it turned out, I was complaining about my previous job, and because we had all just started working together, and it turned out he was the grandson of the guy who I worked with before. So I had to very quickly be like, "Oh, well, he's not that bad, of course, I'm just exaggerating." And then it was lovely, really. I just really wanted to work in a music shop. Dear, oh dear. Dear, oh dear. So yeah. You worked with Ted? No, Ted and I never worked together. Well, technically, Ted and I have been in a play together, but we've not worked together, I wouldn't say. Do you live in a small town where everyone knows everyone? Yeah, sort of. It's not really like that anymore. A lot of people have now moved in from London. So when I go home, I don't really know anyone in my town anymore. But it used to be like that. It used to be a bit of a small world. But now it's become a bit of a... Because it's next to London, London's so expensive that people have now started moving into my town and priced the local people out of it. So now it's like... I couldn't afford to live in my own hometown. So yeah. Very much like Reading, everyone works in London. Yeah, it's one of those sorts of things. It's become more of a commuter town. But yes, I remember you used to date people by being introduced to them by your friends. That's how old I am. Well, technically, I was introduced by a friend to Alex. It's just they didn't intend for it and it was online. Morning, cow. But yeah, I think, I mean, it does come to something. If you look how expensive Bristol is, it does come to something when my tiny little town is more expensive than Bristol. It's ridiculous. But yes, as is the way. Sad. I think Bristol is actually more expensive than Bath as well, which is absolute madness. People are asking, I have been to Reading Festival, but I never did go with that particular friend. We would just hang out and play Mario Kart. We weren't festival friends. But yes, I was aware of who he was, but we weren't friends. But me and my friends, oh, Deadass, Kyle, thank you for gifting us up to Idol or Child. Thank you. You've just reminded me of the sticker I got at the weekend. Thank you very much. I am sorry, I have a bunny flew from my mouth. Are you sure you didn't meet when wasted? I mean, yeah, I was 16 when I got the job in the music shop, so I can't say I had many days of being so out of it that I didn't remember meeting a stranger. I don't think I'd even drunk anything when I was 16. I mean, maybe the odd sip of like panache shandy when I was on holiday in France or something, which is what, like 0.0001%. But no. That wasn't particularly my thing. But yeah, very, very sleepy today. He do be. He's a cozy boy. He's been a very cozy boy this weekend. Good morning, Scoosh. I forgot what I said. Oh, hello. Here she comes. She storm over. She give kisses. Do you know what though? This little lady, she grunted at me yesterday. I was like, oh my goodness. Oh, she's immediately decided she's bored of me. That didn't last very long. Good morning, owls. Good morning, honey. I gave Gerry some pellets, and then I give Gerry them just in a little pile, and then I hide them in the hay for Phoebe, so she'll take a little bit longer to eat them. And as I was putting them in the hay, she just grunted at me, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's picking up naughty habits from the grumpy boy. Dear oh dear. For your Longest John's tickets yesterday. Ah, nice. I went to... Oh, someone asked about my ass sticker. Yes, I was very sad about it. I went to a witchcraft fair yesterday, and there was this table that had all this stuff with cryptids. And I bought what was labelled as a Mothman mystery sticker pack. And instead... if I show you, will the bunnies move? Or maybe I'll just tell you. Maybe it can just be a tale. Basically, it was all Bigfoot. And one of the stickers inside I don't like Bigfoot. And one of the stickers inside the Bigfoot sticker pack said, Bigfoot is real and he tried to eat my ass. And I was like, this is not the vibe I was going for when I wanted to get my Mothman mystery sticker pack. So I was very upset. And I should have opened it at the time. But maybe there's like maybe I misread, like what? Oh, Thought Bubble Comic Festival. Oh my gosh, I have not been to that for years. That takes me back. I think I still have a pin badge from Thought Bubble from like 2007 or something in my pencil case. My goodness. My goodness. But yeah, well, to be fair, the sticker pack thing said sticker packs of Bigfoot and Mothman, and I thought, well, I guess that, like, I assumed that meant that they were all mixed in together and that I would get some Bigfoot, but I would still get some Mothman. So I thought it was worth it. And it turned out that it was just, I guess it's one or the other. But I did get a Mothman pin badge that I really like, and I got one for Kirsty as well. So it wasn't all lost. But there was like 20 different Mothman pin badges and 5 different Mothman patches. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I spent so long looking through all of them, trying to decide which one I was going to get. I think the person at the stand was just like, why are you still here? And I told them, they were like, we do have other things at the stand, and I was just like, yeah, I'm going through a Mothman phase. And I showed them pictures of my Halloween costume. I was like, this is me in Queen Square as Mothman. So I'll probably just look at this side of the table. Thank you. So yeah, it was, but I limited myself to just the one badge. I could have easily spent way too much money. But I was at this fair to buy Christmas presents for other people, and I completely failed and didn't get anything apart from one little thing for Kirsty, which I then showed her because I was worried that she wouldn't like it. So now I need to get her something else I was going to get something else for Christmas anyway. But yeah, basically, I have a group of friends who we do this like friend Christmas with. And this year, we normally do it like in December. But this year, because every year, like when I see them, it gets interrupted, or Jingle Jam, I don't know the schedule in time, so we arrange it, and then I always end up having to go in for a day. We were like, should we just do it in November? And we were like, yeah. And then I realized that meant that we only had 2 weeks to get presents for everyone, and now I've been in sort of panic mode. So yeah, I was like, I'll see if I can get anything at this witchcraft fair. And then if I can't, I'll go into plan B, which is just panic more. So there wasn't anything there, so now I'm panicking, which is fine. That's the spirit of Christmas. And then the Coven people who I went to those events with, the ones who are stopping, they've released a recipe book, but it doesn't come out until the 5th of December. So I can't get that either. So I have also bought one of those for me. Basically, whenever I go out to buy Christmas presents, I seem to just find things that I want. I'm really easy to buy for, I find. It's just other people that are really difficult. I'm going away for the last 2 weeks of November, keen to come back into the chaos of December. Oh my gosh. Are any of you going to the Queen Square Jingle Jam meetup thing? Do you reckon? I saw them I see them there every year. But last year, I was really tempted to go over and hand out worms to everyone in the build-up to Jingle Cats, and then I was thinking, they probably don't know who I am. But I guess they would do after they saw the Jingle Cats. And then they would have a worm as a memory of it. So I probably should have done. But I was shy. A bit far for me. I sent it to my girlfriend and she didn't reply. We are quite far. The far opposite of the country, yeah. And like I said, Bristol do be spenny to visit and to stay in. Well, mostly to live in, but I'm in Bristol the weekend after for a Christmas party. But yeah, I could do my I'm awkward and it probably would just be anxious. I get the feeling a lot of people feel that way. I think Yog fans are like spiders. They're probably more scared of you than you are of them. Only a bus ride away? Wait, not like a 6-hour bus ride. Please tell me a fairly standard bus ride. I'm hella shy and on the other side of the planet. Hard no from me. Oh. I wonder if honestly I'd travel for another YogCon though. I feel one direct bus. Oh, okay, that's not so bad. It's not like it's just a 6-hour coach from York sort of thing. Like, it's fine. A direct bus is fine. But it's yeah, it seems to be. I mean, I've never gone along. I know Joe has. But I guess when I started, because I joined Yogs in 2020, so I guess it was very much advised not to do it in those first couple of years. Dav has as well, hasn't he? Yeah. Yeah. Smushy boy. Smushy baby boy. Little guy, little man. Little baby. There he go. I've got to go to London tomorrow. So all the talk earlier of everyone saying that when you go to London you get ill it's exactly what I'm worried about. I'm only going into London for the day. But I know it's going to be fine when I'm there. And it's going to be fine when I get home. But the bit in between, I'm just like, I don't want to. I don't like London. But I have been invited to an event that I am excited for. So I just have to power through and then hopefully not get it fingies crossed. It should be fun. Come on in, Limewood. The only way to get to leave London is to go to London. This is true. This is true. This is true. I suppose I'm used to it living here, but London is one of my favourite places in the world. That is fair news. Like, I grew up next to London, and everyone bar me, I'm pretty sure, in my hometown was like, I'm going to move to London one day. Like, that is my dream, is that when I grow up, I'm moving to London. And I was like the only person that was like, I am moving. Well, I actually said I was never going to move out of my hometown, but I was like, I'm just never going to go to... I thought I was never going to live in a city. So I did break that by moving to Bristol. But I just, I've never enjoyed going through London. And I had to go through London like every day for university in my second year because I commuted. You just appeared. Where did you appear from? What did you do? How many places have you lived in? Not many. 3. Only 3 places. I lived in Hertfordshire, I lived in Kent, and now I live in Bristol. And that is it. So yeah. But how many places have I laughed and loved in, however? Well, that's a different story. I found the city was convenient but too busy, really. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like, I thought that Bristol was going to be like London because I was just like, I hate cities. I don't like being in the city. I think at that point I had been to, where would I have been to? Other than London, I guess Newcastle, Manchester, York. So to be fair, I like York. Would I have been to Liverpool then? Maybe. But basically every city I had gone to, I was just like, nope, I hate this. So yeah, I'd been to Bristol once and it had been horrible because I'd been visiting the university here and we got lost. Oh, and I guess Brighton as well. But so yeah, every time I thought of a city, I just thought like, what is Gerry doing? He doesn't know. Gerry's just vibing. He's living moment to moment. But yeah, then it turned out I moved to Bristol anyway, just because I wanted to live with Alex, and then I loved it. It took me a while. I was very sad when I first moved to Bristol, but I got to know people and I got to know places, and I like it now. So there you are. I guess I learned that Bristol is more like lots of different lots of different little places stuck together rather than one big scary place. What's going on, Gerry? What's happening? What are you doing in there? You're very smushy in there, aren't you? Yes, you are. Smushy little baby. Smushes. You just all squinch. Mm. There's good little chatters there, my love. If I had the money, I would move to a bigger city like Bristol, London, just enjoy having things to do in the city compared to having very little to do in Norfolk. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. Like, it is, I mean, I think the novelty for me was, oh, there we go. There we go. Is that what you wanted? You just wanted to be properly squinched? Squinched in next to Fifi. I think for me, like growing up, if I wanted to go to a museum, it was like a trip into London. Whereas living in Bristol and being able to be like, oh, I'm just gonna get the bus into town and go to see like the Wildlife Photographer of the Year exhibition or something. It's just, I remember that first year when I wasn't really working and I didn't really know anyone, I would just, oh no, Fifi, he was so squished in and now he's so bare and open. He's so vulnerable. It was yeah, a novelty, which was nice. I think Wales is closer to Reading than I am. I think all of the cities, the ones that are maybe worse than London, well, no, not worse than London. London is still the worst. Or maybe I didn't like Manchester more than I didn't like London. I think Manchester and Southampton have been the two cities that I've gone to outside of London that I've just been like, no, I don't. This is too much. This is just too much place. I do not wish to reside here. Other than, there was a really nice park that I walked through in Southampton, and there was a really nice cafe there. But other than that, oh my gosh, I don't know if I just chose. I think I went on a match day, so I think maybe it was just like super, super busy. But So maybe I just chose a bad day because it was like the double whammy of a match day and the trains weren't running. So it was a rail replacement bus to get into Southampton. And it was so busy, and I was just like, Kirsty came to pick me up, and we were both like, the sooner we're out of this place, the better. Kirsty was like driving down this road, and she called me, and she was like, there's nowhere for me to stop here, so I don't know how I'm going to pick you up. And I was like, well, I'll head over to you. And it was like a 5-minute walk away, and she was still waiting on the same road by the time I got to her. And I could just get in the car. That's how bad the traffic was. But yeah. Dear oh dear. Dear oh dear. Boop 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 boop. But yeah. I mean, Bristol has its bad days, I guess. But I think I've always lived in the fairly nice places. I don't understand how people, like a lot of our friends, are happy to live in the centre of Bristol, and I'm just like, no. Too noisy. Too much. Pew, pew, boo, boo, boo. Sleepy baby boy. Having a sleepy time. Look at he. And someone just hitting stuff outside. Don't think I'd like to live in the Bristol city centre. Yeah. It's nice being on the outskirts of Bristol. Not near Cribbs Causeway, though. I mean, you may as well not live in Bristol at that point, am I right? Well. I live near a bus line that runs directly through the city centre. Yeah, I used to be like that when I lived in Totterdown. There was like a bus that went from our road like directly into the centre. So yeah, I'm closer to Bristol Parkway than I am. Bristol Parkway isn't in Bristol. That's some other Bristol. It doesn't count as proper Bristol. It's just by name. How many good eateries does Bristol City Centre have anyway? Oh my gosh. Well, we have just released their Christmas menu, which looks really nice, but I know that I won't like because it has applesauce. But it looks nice, and I want to get it because it's festive. So I'll probably try it once, and I'll probably be like, you eat Christmas menu. Wait, is this how I summon you bassets? Yeah, they've got like a burgie, loaded fries, loaded waffle fries, and something else that I can't think what it is. On their Christmas menu, but it does all sound very nice. Sadly, one of my favourite places in the centre has closed down now because I'm coming to Bristol. You've done it again, Uwe. Yeah, last year. So every year we try and organise like a Yogg's ladies' dinner. Ladies' dinners on your face. Way, am I right? Last year there was like 20 of us and Simon, because he counts. And we all went to Pastan. For now, Pastan is closed, so I don't know. I don't know where we're gonna go this year, or if we'll organise one again this year. But yeah. There's still nice places to eat in town. But my favourite places tend to be Stokes, Bloomin' Croft, Cheltenham Road, Gloucester Road, that way, which is annoying because it's just far enough to be annoying to get to, but just tasty enough to be worth the trip. But yeah, get on in, Pebble. Do, 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 do. Although I do really like, maybe I could get everyone to go to Renato's. I wonder if everyone likes pizza. You streaming on your own channel during Jingle Jam? I will be, yeah. I don't know when yet. We have not been given the schedule. But probably on the 5th and 6th, because I'm guessing that those are probably the Civ days, and I will not be partaking in Civ. So probably at least on those days. But I'll be doing. I was trying to. I was actually thinking about this morning, or was it last night? I don't know. But that reminds me. Someone asked if the event that I'm going to tomorrow is a announced thing or a leaked thing. I don't know, but it's not anything to do with Yogscast at all. It's a separate thing. I don't know if it's a public knowledge thing, but they've said that I can film there, so I will be filming a vlog for it. Entice me with what the Yog meetup involves and see if I will maybe travel. As far as I know, people just stand in Queen Square and they bring snacks. And has anyone ever been to the Yogs Jingle Jam meetup? I think it's just like a little hype thing to meet fellow Yognauts and watch. I think people usually watch the opening, like Jingle Cats on there in the park. There you go. Only seen it through the office window on stream, yeah. But standing there, well, people bring chairs. They usually, I swear there was a year where they brought a little like gazebo tent thing as well. I think people they settle down for the evening. They sort of get all snuggled up in camping chairs and blankies and stuff. But yeah, I guess if people are local, they can always just pop along for a little bit, get something from the UE Christmas menu, and then say their goodbyes. But I guess if you're travelling from further, you'd probably want to make more of it. But yeah, it sounds nice. And then at some point the furries turn up. But I don't think that tends to be on the first day. I think that tends to be further into the week. There's always a day every year where the furries just appear in Queen Square. And the last year, I wanted to go down and meet them. But the last year it was during, I think, was it mine and Sarah's stream or something? Was it me and Sarah? Or me and Kirsty? I was doing a stream with some woman. And I remember peeking out the window and seeing them, and I was sad that I couldn't go down and meet them, because Doughtus usually goes down and meets them. But I couldn't. Meet them as Mothman. Yeah, I was thinking I should have gone to that fair yesterday as Mothman. Because there was someone who just had a big pumpkin head on. You mentioning on the street? Yeah, I because we ran over to the window. I think we we paused the stream for a second and just ran over to the window to peek out. It was magical. But yeah, it would have been too much to go all the way down to Queen Square. But yes. What was the question? Will I stream on my channel? Yes, I will. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Because yeah, we're all going to be doing individual fundraisers most likely as well. And I can't think what to do for mine. I can't think what we're getting Bunny Advent Calendar this year. I hope so. I messaged them and I said, can I pre-order a can I pre-order an advent calendar, and can it be sent early this year, please? Because the last 2 years it's not turned up until a week into December. And they were like, okay. I'm like, so we shall see. But none of the charities seem to be doing one this year, so but they might, I guess it is still like early November. They might be announcing them soon. Have you chosen a charity? I have, yes. Yes. So I just have to think what to do for it. Maybe you should make the advent calendar a New Year's tradition. What, me making one? I could do. Because it's just baking little bunny biscuits, I guess. But I guess that because they do it in big batches, they get the variety. Secret Santa 2, by the way, yes. How's the wrist arm? My wrist is still a bit achy, but it's behaving itself more than it was last week. Last week, my half my hand kept on going numb. And I was like, oh, this is the bad times. And it stopped doing that, which is nice. But buy enough advent calendars for the entire year. True. Every month, up until the 24th, you get snacks. Come on in, Dunk. Hi. Hello. You being baby boy? But yeah, the Secret Santas will be getting sent out today. I was going to send them out yesterday, which is really naughty. But I was going to send them out yesterday, but then Alex was like, do you want to play Baldur's Gate? And I was like, okay. So I literally stopped what I was doing, which was writing out all of the Secret Santa prompts. And I did the same fight over and over again for 2 hours. So there you go. But I will send those out today. I will. Honest. I have a question. If I could do a craft, could I perhaps arrange a posting? I do digital art, but needle felting is currently my life. Yeah, that should be. Well, what I would usually say is I'll check with the person, whoever you get your prompt for, if they are happy to have something sent to them. And maybe if you send it into the office and then I send it on, just so people aren't giving out, addresses to other people, then that's the way we've gone about it before for Secret Santa, is that people have sent it to me and then I send it on to them, sort of thing. That was my thoughts. English. Yeah, so we shall see. But yeah, hopefully you'll get a feltable one, because some of them have been quite big things, but others have been doable. I swear there was another question that I was going to answer and I've forgotten what that was. I don't know. Did enjoy my prompt unearthing a missed message from April. I couldn't believe that. I got a message through from David with a Secret Santa prompt, and I saw a message above it and I was like, oh my gosh, I must have missed that. And for some reason I read it as still being from like within like a week ago. I thought it said the 18th of October or something, and I was like, oh well, I missed it, but it's been a busy couple of weeks. And then I looked again and it was from April, and I was just like, what the heck? How did I miss this? Alex, thank you very much for the 20 months. So yeah, but it just so happened that because I think it was on a day, because it was talking about editing Kirby Craft, and it was on a day when I had, on the bun stream that morning, I had been talking about editing Kirby Craft, so I was just like, oh, what are the chances that 2 weeks later I also happened to mention it, and here's this message now. But no. Oh, jeez, baby. Hi, baby girl. Here you are. Oh, my beautiful woman. Good morning, Motara. I'm really bad at replying to messages. If I reply to things in my head, basically, if I close a message and don't reply to it exactly when I get it, the likelihood of me remembering and replying is very, very slim. It does happen, though. I got a message from someone recently, and it was about something that I then happened to look at Reddit, and there was a post on there that reminded me through this like weird mishmash of jumps that this person had sent me a message, and I suddenly replied to it just like, I'm so sorry. It just, yeah. It's just like, I don't know if it's, I don't know. My brain just travels off. And it will get back round to it eventually. It's just like if I'll sit down on my computer to do one very specific task. And then I'll sit down and I'll be like, I really should book these tickets to this thing. I wonder if these guys are touring. Oh my gosh, this person really liked them. I should get them this for Christmas. Speaking of Christmas, I really should see if this place are doing a Christmas menu. Oh, Christmas menu. They're doing this. This person likes them. Oh my gosh, they really like this film. I wonder if that film's showing at this. And then I'm like 20 tabs deep. And it's been 10 minutes. And then I'll suddenly like be closing the tabs. And then I'll be like, oh yeah, I was buying tickets for this. I'm just like, how far we have traveled. It's like peeling back the layers of rock to see through the ages. I'm just like, why did I open up my computer again? Oh yeah, this. Because I've done it before. I think I like closed loads of tabs and it got back to one that was a half-written email. And the whole reason I'd gone on my computer was to write this email. And then I think I had like checked the spelling of a word. And as soon as I've gone onto a different tab, the whole internet is opened up before me. I've had times where I've literally like opened up a new tab, which has made me think of something, and I've just opened up another new tab instead of using that one that I had just opened up, and I'm just like, why didn't I just use that one? But yes, each new tab is a world of possibility. Dear oh dear. So yeah, I get that with like, if I don't reply to a message straight away, or if your message happens to remind me of something else, or if your message involves me looking up something on a website, then immediately it's got a fight on its hands to get replied to. Oh, someone's shouting outside. Oh, I think it's not angry shouting. I think it's okay. You're demanding Nana. It's not Friday. Gerry, do you want your treat? Look at these two. Look at these two little ne'er-do-wells. Love them. Okay, here we go. Oh, Fifi, I heard that. How many things have you hit your head on today? Oh my goodness, this bunny. You can enjoy the sound of munching with the sound of thumping and shouting coming from outside. Is that? There we go. Oh, bunnies. Were they nice? Well done, Fifi. There you go. Both washing their little faces. Halfway through that, I felt like my tummy was going to do the biggest rumble because I started thinking about what I was going to have for breakfast. And I was just there like, don't do it, don't do it. I remembered I got like a farmhouse loaf and I was thinking of the toast I could have. I was just like, oh. Morning, Ted. How you doing? How's it going? Hi. That's right. Ted's here. The man who scared you so much that you peed on the floor. I know. Big scary Ted. Oh, no. Poor baby boy. There, oh, there. Look at he. There's a ban. Got some fancy bread from Lidl. Nice. I got you know when you get the like orange sticker stuff, I got a loaf from that. But it does mean that I do have to power through eating it as toast because it's just constantly on the way out. But I don't mind eating a lot of toast. I'm happy with that situation. I can do it. I have boring bread from the co-op. Oh no. But just bread is nice. Do love me some bread. Though, we ran out of the nice Lurpak spread. And I'm really sad about it. Oh. There we go. There's little tongue gonna be lemming. But debating buying the massive Lurpak box next time. Well, I just really want, like, the vegan one is just really nice. I didn't even know Lurpak did a vegan one. And I guess it must have been, because it was when we went to Center Parcs, a friend of ours had got it. And they had gone to an Asda. I think Asda is the nearest supermarket to that Center Parcs. So I imagine they must have... It must be Asda that sells it. I guess. Lurpak in this financial climate, I know. I know how much are these streamers earning that they can even consider buying Lurpak. I have some of the Lurpak coming today to try. It's not cheap. Or do you know what? This is the thing. Because I got mine for free. Because it was just one of those things that everything was getting chucked out of the fridge because we were leaving Center Parcs. And for some reason, even though we were the only vegans in the house, someone had bought the plant-based Lurpak. And I was just like, well, I'm never going to buy it because who can afford Lurpak? So I'll steal it if it's just getting chucked in the bin. So I took it back and now I've had a taste of it. Now I know how good it can be. I wasn't a thief. If anything, I was a dumpster diver, which is better than a thief. It was gonna get thrown away. I was being environmentally friendly. I got so much food out of people just not wanting to pack it to leave. Oh my gosh. You need permission from the landowner to dumpster dive what? Mr. Center Parcs. Excuse me, do you mind if I eat something out the fridge that you're gonna throw away? Thank you. Oh. As someone that doesn't do butter, what makes it so much better than the others? I guess it's like, so I do love the Flora buttery as well, but it can be a wee bit like hard. You have to wait a bit for it to spread sometimes. Whereas the Lurpak's just very smooth. But it melts really nicely. So when you put it on the toast and it just disappears. Oh, love that. Whereas the one that I normally get, which is literally like the bog standard Co-op own like margarine, it just sits on top a bit too much when I put it on toast. And it's fine, it serves a purpose. But Lurpak just takes it to the next level, really. Nice times. Nice times. We're gonna raid Nightsham. Someone ping me when Briny says well. Oh, I just said it. Well, I guess I shall head off. I'll probably be doing Mass Effect today. My doggy is here. Oh, hello. Hello. So, Lurpak sponsorship. Oh. I mean, if they could just constantly supply me with vegan Lurpak, I guess I'd be okay with it. But I couldn't endorse all their other stuff, obviously, because I don't know if I've ever had any. I don't know if I ever actually had, dairy Lurpak. I think it was always too fancy. But yes. I will be. Oh my gosh, I'm so wheezy. I'll be back at 2 for Mass Effect. And I will get my schedule out. It's on my very long list of to-do that I have for today that I'm going to try and force myself to get through. But look after yourselves, everyone, and I shall speak to you soon. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Fifi. Bye-bye, Gerry boy. Love you. Bye-bye. I mean, I'm staying here, so I don't know what I'm saying bye to you. Because I'll be right here. I'll just be here, but I'll be eating toast in like 5 seconds. Look at he. Snuggly baby. Snuggly boy. He's a snuggly boy. Snuggly. Thank you, cow. Bye-bye. A boop.